Yo, Reptile with MTG Basics, and we're bringing you a guide on Kinnan Bonder Prodigy for cEDH. In this guide, we'll be focusing on the two most popular variants of Kinnan, one being a faster turbo list, while the other is actually aiming to play past turn 3 and scale early into the mid-game. The decks we'll be looking at are listed on the cEDH decklist database, and the Moxfield links will be in the description below. Before we explore the differences in each deck, we'll quickly review what you want to do regardless of the build. In nearly every situation, you will need to make sure that you have a surplus of mana within the first 2 turns of the game. Getting those fat stonks of mana allow you to interact with the board and progress your game plan. This often means greedy opening hands without any mana acceleration will hinder more than help you. Aggressive mulligans in Kinnan are common, and both lists look for early mana acceleration to achieve the desired game plan. Alternatively, to end the game, both styles of Kinnan seek to generate infinite colored mana using Kinnan's activated ability to win the game. The first deck we will be looking at is the Turbo Kinnan list. The main focus of this deck is to get Basalt Monolith and Mirage Mirror out to generate infinite colored mana and winning through Kinnan's activated ability, eventually drawing your deck and forcing your opponents to draw/mill their deck with a Draw X spell, or winning through Finale of Devastation with infinite damage. In order to achieve this, the deck runs a high number of redundancy pieces in the form of artifact tutors and infinite mana outlets to consistently get the mentioned pieces needed to win. Now, let's take a look at Pongo's list in Moxfield. One of the first things that becomes apparent when looking at Pongo's list is its low mana curve. Outside of game-winning cards like Hullbreaker Horror, the deck consists of 3 CMC and under spells and is geared to have a consistent play pattern in the early game. Spells like Fabricate, Reshape, and Transmute Artifact act as redundant pieces of Basalt Monolith, and casting it is held in the highest priority for this deck. Once Basalt Monolith and Kinnan are both on board, the deck seeks to filter the infinite colorless mana into Simic mana to repeatedly activate Kinnan. This is done most often through Mirage Mirror, as its tutor spells overlap with the high amount it needed to find Basalt Monolith. Once you have an outlet to draw your whole deck, Kinnan wins through either infinite damage with Finale of Devastation, or through looping your deck with cards such as Time Twister, and depleting everyone else's deck through draw spells like Drown in Dreams. In contrast to the last list we looked at, Hire's list has more versatile options to establish a presence on board, but often requires more mana to cast large spells such as Void Winnower and Coma Cosmos Serpent. In order to achieve this game plan, Hire's list runs more mana producing creatures like Priest of Titania and Bloom Tender in exchange of artifact tutors for Basalt Monolith. Because of the deck's focus on the mid-game, this allows the pilot to control other players looking to win quickly while assembling its game-winning combo before the late-game stacks decks have a chance to answer your threats. Kinnan's ability to adapt to nearly any playgroup is a key factor in making him a great choice in cEDH. Both of these lists are proven and consistent, however these are not the only ways to craft your deck. Feel free to experiment with niche cards that provide you protection to execute your own win, or the interaction to stop your opponents from winning. If you've built your own Kinnan deck, feel free to share it in the comments below and give us feedback on what commanders you would like to see in future videos. Thank you for watching, and stay basic.